My name is Wahome Wamatinga, Senator Nyeri County. I'm pleased to have taken part in this induction, 1 week induction. It has given us a lot of insights. More specifically, we have seen that there's been a lack of political goodwill the last 10 years to make devolution work. There's been a lot of power struggle between the executive, the legislatures, and the governors. We want to state that we are now very lucky in the 4th Senate because this is a house that has a combination of people who've been in the National Assembly, people who've been governors, and people who've been MCAs, and we have quite a big diversity in terms of the professional expertise in the house, and we do expect that we will be able to more enact the business of the house without having to push and pull. I also want to state that it is not actually a question of which house is superior, whether it's the Senate or the National Assembly. It is more so an important fact to note that we are working for the same country, we are working for Kenya. Being a senator elected with the UDA ticket and in the ruling party, I would expect our president, when he is addressing both houses, he'll pronounce himself quite clearly, because we have been going around and explaining our bottom-up economic model that starts at the bottom of the pyramid. We know that the service delivery must start with the Wanjiku, and that is the fact that the county government are at the bottom of the government. We would expect them to be more inclusive in terms of the implementation of the UDA agenda, and indeed the fact that we want to fight so that the cost of living in Kenya is lowered. That can only be done by ensuring that the county governments are functional, by ensuring that the functions are followed by the budget and the finances that are required. We must also ensure that we unbundle all those functions that were supposed to be devolved, but we see, like for example, health, which is a devolved function, that most of the money is left in the national government, whereas the services are led at the county government. As pertaining to the payment of bills and the pending bills, that has been the elephant in the house, and this we know that every 5 years we have elections, and most of the outgoing governors, they leave very huge pending bills, and the incoming governors, in where there is a change of the same, they are not willing to pay the predecessors' pending bill. I want to say that this kills the entrepreneurs and this kills the spirit of the investors, and more so the vulnerable ones, that's the youth, women, and people living with disability who do not have access to huge capital and rely on small businesses that they do with the government to make a living. I would want to imagine that we in the 4th Senate, we are going to work very hard, and I hear the commitment from all the senators to ensure that we have laws in place that will protect the entrepreneurs